My name is Kayla Wagner. I work with an organization called Potters for Peace. We promote a ceramic water filter. I'm also a student, so I'm a little bit poor, but I like to drink water. So this question is directed primarily at Coca Cola and Nestle. You've mentioned that water is both a consumer good and a human right. I'm wondering if you'll please comment on the effect of privatizing water reservoirs and bottling and selling high-cost water on its affordability for the poor, as well as the role that manufactured demand plays in building your consumer base, many of whom I think have access to inexpensive, safe water from their taps. Thank you.
Great. Well, that's a good final question to have our panelists to comment on that, and I would actually like to use this across the board to have, because I think we all have quite a bit of views on this. Do you want to start, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, there is no question that we view water as almost a sacred right of every human being. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that, in our view, that water cannot be sold as a commercial item. Now, it would make us very happy if everywhere around the world that the tap water was of drinking quality and people drank that. That is just perfect.
So you would say Coke is pro-tap?
Well, pro-tap. If the tap water was clean enough and the consumer preferred to do that, we are happy with that. However, the world is not really as ideal as you would, as I've just described. So where the consumer has a demand for packaged water because he or she seems to be on the go, moving, and the convenience and the quality of that tap water, the consumer is willing to pay, that we see nothing wrong with that. I think it is our obligation to satisfy that demand, being in the beverage business. So, but at the same time, we've talked about all the projects that we work on to make clean access to clean water available to more and more people. Just this year, 2 million Africans we would be by the end of this year, and we're going to be announcing another phase of that project that by 2020 we want to get that to 6 million. So yes, we will do that, and we will do everything we can to provide safe water access to people around the world. But that doesn't mean that there is not a consumer need where the consumer wants to pay for that water, and that's okay too.
I come to Klaus. Would you say Nestle is pro-tap?
Right. Well, in terms of bottled water, obviously we have a large variety of different offers. I mean, we certainly do have premium waters like San Pellegrino and Perrier, for which you may have to pay up to $10 a bottle in some of the 3-star restaurants around the world. But that's actually only a small fraction of the water we sell. Most of it is our biggest brand, in fact, today is Pure Life, which is locally manufactured, locally sold. We also have it available in a 5-gallon water cooler, and it is really the cheapest beverage, packaged beverage that is available on offer there. And actually, if people say huge profits companies are making with water, certainly for Nestle it's not true. In fact, our waters division is the least profitable one, and the reason why we are still supporting bottled water, even so it doesn't make huge profits, is because we believe it really fits in a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle, because water doesn't really bring you any calories, so it's the healthiest drink you can have, and we're committed to bring that to people at the lowest cost possible. Also, water privatization, I don't really think that's really an issue as such, because water isn't owned by companies like either Coca Cola or ourselves. Wherever we operate, we are subject to local regulations, to governance mechanisms, of which we are part of, like any other water user is. So we don't really have privatized water as such. All we do is to provide the service of getting it from the sources to the consumer in a safe way, and making sure the quality is preserved up to the point of consumption.